Alright, I just had to walk up to it. This is gonna be a big pool. Oh, the light though. It's all emptied out right now. A lot more advantage to sewing the end here, because this end fell down as I was putting this strap on, and all I have to do now is just pull back and it brings it right up instead of sliding out. This is my most favorite suspension trainer setup yet, with a rubber tube for some bounce, because I don't like that static feel. It's a little heavier to carry around. This is an extra thick tube, and it's like what, 15? Well, it ranges between $6 and $15. Whereas, you know, you get those exercise straps and pay double that. So a tube is, you could get a brand new tube for a cheaper price, and then keeping it sewed at the end instead of fluid where it's static here, so I could switch up to single arms when I want. I really like that a lot. So those are two new things actually, on top of the somewhat new handle system that I sewed together. Very happy with this setup. It's taken years to really figure out what I want, at least. We are attempting to relocate the ducks while the pond is being cleaned. I would love to learn that technique. So they put these big cats in. Completely empty. You know, I'm thinking about it, I think I find a lot of humor in very specific references. When somebody's very specific about a person or a place or a thing that they might have an issue with, those general jokes, those canned sayings or whatever, prepositions, are very annoying to me. But if they added more specifics to really make it look like it's more personal, then it's more of it's funny because it's true situation, I think. Alright, I got this car vent from Staples last night and tried it out. I don't like it. I paid $8.65 and I just don't like it. It's partly my vent. My vent was not designed to hold a phone, and it falls down, so that's no good. My vent is too loose for this thing, and if I tried it in this static vent, my door is gonna hit it. So this thing is gonna need to be taken back. While I was in there, I was looking at other options. They have like a magic mount, but I got magnets. I'm like, I could just super glue a magnet on the dashboard. Just need to clean the oatmeal stains off. Oh man, it'd have to be way over here though. Unless if I used a big stack of magnets. They have to extend beyond the vents a good distance. I need to figure that out. On that poor guy begging on the street corner, yeah, like the guy down on that end, was approached by the code enforcement officer. I think the sign was here at the time. The code enforcement much would rather have a business, a bandit sign than somebody standing with a sign.
I can't even take it the way I take mini cases. Man, they just come and go. God, ain't never give about that.
Right, so I get this dead feeling in my gut sometimes, and I find that pushing on it will bring some relief, but then that'll cause in turn a little bit of like a lightheadedness, but then the relief comes. The lightheadedness comes and goes, but the relief seems to be more long-lasting. I used to work at a cash store, counting money, collecting $20 for every $100 borrowed weekly. And one lady actually was doing that weekly, coming in to pay her $20 interest on a $100 loan, and she did that every week. I was there until I got fired, about 5 or 6 months. Right, I think I'm going to take another look at crushing garlic, but not just by itself, because I don't like how it sticks to this mortar and pestle. I think I'm going to add it with an infusion. I'll make it like an infusion of olive oil in this. I've had problems with olive oil in the past, but not in the recent past. And it could be a change because of a change of diet. Is it easier to see things when you're moving or standing still? So it seems like when a car drives by, I have difficulty seeing who the driver is. But it seems like maybe when I'm driving by people, it's easier to see them. So I've loosened up the chain, but I still have a creak and a pop and a grind sound. And I think it's permanent. The chain's, I think, loosened up as much as it could be. I think the crank is damaged by having the chain too tight. So now at this point, I just kind of ride it until it really breaks. It's been skipping a few times. Like going up this hill, it could be a risk. It's really amazing to me how they can have 4 Walmarts that I know of in this city and only 1 library. It's like I'm going to another Walmart 4.4 miles down from this one. There's another one I was at that's like 4 miles away. And then there's a neighborhood Walmart off in that direction somewhere. It's like more people shop than read. When I put out a good video, I know it's good because the trolls are a little tougher on me. Because I think more hateful messages in the comment section will tamper down the entertainment value of the actual video. So the more entertaining the video is, the more hateful the comments can get. And I think that's maybe just a way to buffer. It's like a balancing act. So if it's a bad video, I'll know that because I didn't get trolled on that video. Alright, I'm going to cross here. Looks like it's a partial part of the flood channel when the main flood channel overflows. A great view of the mountain. And some nice vegetation around here. Not exactly natural, but it's successful. Doesn't really look... Well, they never do. I was about to say, no, it doesn't really look like it's being watered. But I get surprised by a lot of them. Looks like they built up the dirt here to stop people from traveling around on like racing around on it in the dirt or something. Oh yeah, I've definitely run over enough these goat head thorns. Just trying to take a comfortable walk off the road. Gonna have to knock these goat heads off. Yeah, Walmart's very much outside of the city, so it's gonna get more bare. Ooh. Yeah, much more bare out here. I could sleep at this Walmart, no doubt, but there's no McDonald's nearby. There might be little patches of snow on the very tops of the peaks on that mountain range. So approaching from this way, coming up on Walmart, look at how low this sign is. It's like hidden right behind the hill. You see it at the last 10 feet before you turn. You kind of have to know where it is beforehand. Yeah, there's no regulation against overnight parking at all, but it doesn't look very popular to the bums. Oh wow, they got TVs up on top. A TV for every... wow. Right after spending time at this Walmart, so now I'm gonna go take the outer road that I saw on the map and take a right at the Walmart neighborhood market. I think it's 2 miles down. See where the RVs focus more in the back. I guess all in that front is a little too busy during the daytime, especially. So far there's a nice bicycle trail heading on this back road. I'm gonna need to take my hat off. Too bad there's no large body of water around here. It's desert for miles. DAC East Mesa campus to the left. So that'll bring out some people to this area. Attractions. Straight out of Compton? No, I swerve around Compton. Interesting fence or wall. I get a nice view of the mountain. Probably shouldn't be going into this neighborhood. It's out of the way. I gotta like backtrack, but I find this so interesting. The structure, it's like a Levittown for adobe houses. They pretty much have a theme. Oh, I could get out over here. There's just a whole neighborhood full of this style. So unique, so new. Really, just like a bunch of walls that they've designed. Uh-oh. Okay. Easy, Poochie. Easy, easy. I saw his nose shuffle when I stopped. He had a little instinct kick in. Got the apartment adobes. Thick walls. Deal with all that heat. The log sticking out the top. Classic. Neighborhood market right at Loma, Loner, something. The mighty river. Little trickle right there for the mighty river of... Well, alright, that should be a standard too. I'm figuring it out. I should be writing these down. a standard. Every bridge that goes over a river, they need to name that river. I don't see a name. They straight up got a wing. Digestive Disease Consultants, Loman Endoscopy Center. It's a big one. They get a lot of business, no doubt. Digestion. Food is so addictive. Even the whole foods. I have to cut out milk because even that's addictive, and I've overconsumed and it's been awful. There's still even natural foods that are hard to avoid overeating, let alone the people who give in to these manufactured and overprocessed sweets, cakes, cookies. It's sickening. And what? No, it's big business and making a lot of people rich. On the other hand, I mean, if I'm gonna overeat, it's got to be a variety of food I overeat instead of one. I just stopped at Natural Grocers and blew $28 on herbs that I really have been living without for a while, like catnip and oat straw and burdock and dandelion root. I'd really like dandelion leaf, but root is fine. The sad thing is I have dandelion root and I probably should just toss it. It happens so much. I blow an extra amount of money on fresh root like that, and I have it, but I haven't touched it. It gets kind of lost, at least. Save the burrowing owls. Observe from a distance. Yeah, I picked up a bunch of herbs. I still got this whole canister of ginger. This stuff should last. The bigger pieces, I crush them down. I'm almost out of poppy seed. I can refill that container. I have dandelion. Now I should probably toss that and go with that. I ran out of catnip. I can admit that. Burdock, I might have. Haven't used it in so long. I ran out of oat straw too. I kind of like this stuff. I'm thinking I'd like to add catnip to the coffee. I like that combination. Catnip and coffee. Should have looked for tamarind at the natural groceries. Tamarind and ginger. I wanted to try that combination. So I separately put tamarind in my mouth and just a little shot of ginger. It's a good combination. I like it. I don't know how to put it together because tamarind's in a weird form. I don't know how you separate the seeds best, so I could get it in the mortar and pestle and crush it with the ginger. Maybe soaking them both in water could do it. Tamarind's used for a fresca or something like that. Sold on the stores. They like to add sugar to the processed ones. So ginger and tamarind go pretty good together. I have to wonder now, I've never done it, but what if I added ginger to a lemon juice? Because that's kind of sour. It's different. Or maybe pineapple? I'm not sure. Like adding ginger and lemon juice, I have to try that. But it'd be really weird because lemons and oranges are in the same family. Ginger and turmeric are in the same family. And I love turmeric in orange juice. Well, what about ginger in lemon juice? That'd be combining two families in two different ways. I don't think I could cross. I don't think ginger would taste very good in orange juice. And I don't think turmeric would taste very good in lemon juice. They have their own, they're different, but in the same family, but different. I could probably combine the oat straw and catnip together and not have any qualms because their tastes are pretty similar. Their effects are similar. They really don't need to be separated. If I had a container large enough for both these bags, that's the issue, I guess. A triple bomb, oat straw, catnip, and chamomile. The chamomile would give it, chamomile taste isn't great. I don't know if it would work well with these two. Alright, so I've decided on catnip, chamomile, and the oat straw. I threw it in my tumbler for mixing alcohol. And I got the top here. These holes are acceptable. They're acceptable to me. Some things, some residue will pass through, but that's fine. Easy now. Got the Hatch Library right next to the train. Alright, well, having difficulty getting connected. Oh, no, not. Well, I'm connected. I can find spots where I get 3 bars, full bars, but for some reason I can't get onto the internet. I'm just identifying their router